First day since the engine fixed. Disaster. Water's not cooling the engine properly, and we think it's a through hole that's plugged up underneath the boat that's putting the water through towards the engine to cool it. We had to take a emergency stop at TK O'Malley's on our way to the fuel dock, and I need to go overboard, stick a screwdriver up this through hole, see if anything's plugging it up.
And I'm gonna grab a drink at TK's.
Going in. Brutal.
Everyone to see you in your undies.
Sucks. The water's freezing. Just gotta go. You know? Right?
You can do it, Wesley. My hero.
I need to. Alright, so we're back. Part 2 of engine overheating. I'm gonna check out the water filter, unscrew a couple of hoses, see if anything's blocked in there. Hopefully I don't have to get out. I got my swimsuit on now. I got a mask as well, so if I have to swim underneath the boat again, I'm ready to do that, but hopefully it'll all be fixed before I resort to that, so let's see how it goes. The inevitable has occurred. I'm gonna have to go in, sticking my mouth up to this hose, blowing air through the through hole. Air bubbles coming out. It seems a little clogged up. I'm about to stick a screwdriver up the through hole from the underside of this boat. Great success. Dove in there, got all under, started wiping my hand. Algae was covered at the bottom. Stuck the screwdriver up the through hole. Had to jiggle it around a little bit. Major plug up underneath the underside of the boat through the through hole. Officially pumping water right now. Super happy about that. Better break it at the dock than to break it at sea. The tide got to be around dead low right now. So essentially the problem now is that the tide went out and now the keel is stuck basically a muck like mud. Not cool. Now I'm freaking out about the freaking keel bolts. Honestly, there's nothing I can do about that, but stressing out about it does not help me, so just gonna try to relax and hope for the best. Drive back to my house right now, charge up my phone for about an hour, wait for the tide to go back out, go back to TK's, maybe get some grub, get a beer while I wait for the tide to go out completely, and then hope for the best. The key to the stress and relieving the stress is to not think about the what ifs, but rather live in the present. I can't be thinking about, should have been there an hour earlier, I could have done that, I could have been quicker about that, but rather think, well, here I am now. I'm here now, so you gotta just go with it, go with the flow. Works for me. Here we are, made it back to the boat. Doesn't seem like any substantial things have happened since I left. Still stuck in the mud. It's pretty soft mud around here. It's kind of like a mucky sort of, familiar with the New England area, you'll know what I'm talking about. You step in this mud at low tide with a shoe on, you'll lose the shoe and it'll never come back. Be lost in there. I'm hoping it's resting pretty well. It's pretty calm outside, and I just gotta wait it out until the tide goes back out, and then I'm shooting right back to the mooring. Got my computer, got a couple beers, might go into TK's and get some dinner soon. Just waiting out. We are now underway. Hopefully we'll make it to the fuel dock. It's already a better day than yesterday. That is where we had our incident and we had to emergency stop right there before the fuel dock. So I think this time we'll make it. Successful fueling, still pumping water, still cooling the engine. No diesel explosion. At least we know to pump it slowly now. Serious disaster. Engine failure as soon as we left the jetty. Serious engine failure. Getting towed by the boat. Very bad situation we were in. Couldn't even film it. I was out there. Had to drop the anchor right outside of the jetty. Just started hailing down boats. It was bad. Bigger disaster than last time. That was a stressful situation. Probably not the only time we'll be stressed out in this whole process. I'd like to think that we acted well. We succeeded. The boat is safe. Worst comes to worst, we have lost an anchor. We have lost a fender. Citrus Harbormaster came to our rescue, towed us in. They were a huge support. Great assistance. It was rough. It was rough. All right, this one's coming out.
You remember what you're doing, you know?
I remember what I'm doing. And now I have complete access to the back.
Okay, now can you take off and get out that impeller?
I think I may have burnt out the impeller on the raw water pump. I'm still a little new at this, so when it started overheating, I was still about probably 50 feet away from the dock. I had to just divert right to TK's. I had to leave it on for about probably 30 seconds to a minute. That's enough time for it to be burned out. What I'm doing now is that I've taken off the raw water pump right here. So this line right here pumps the water, pumps the raw water into the raw water pump. This is the raw water pump right here. I want to get access to right behind here. And that's where the impeller is going to be. It seems to be a blessing that this whole thing happened here. You know, it's probably the worst place I'd want an engine to shut off is right next to a jetty so that the boat could potentially drift into the rocks. I was able to overcome the entire situation by tossing the anchor right out. Anchor's stuck right now. Anchor is sitting outside Citrus Harbor. I had to attach a fender to it and just ditch it. I mean, I couldn't take the anchor out without turning on the engine and getting up in front of it because I think it was stuck around a rock. And the Harbormaster was kindly helping me get towed in, and I didn't want to have to make him go through the whole pain. Rather just be an anchor and a fender than the whole boat itself and safely back. Now I'm just gonna sit out on the cockpit for a little while and enjoy this nice view, this beautiful moon we have over here. Here we are, engine repair round 2. Behind door number 1 is... Ooh. Huh.